Southern Ohio Farm Show. This is Gigi Neal of OSU Extension in Claremont County, Agricultural and Natural Resources Educator.
I'm James Morris, the Agricultural and Natural Resources and Community Development Educator for the Ohio State University Extension in Brown County.
And I'm Brooke Beam, the Ohio State University Extension Educator for Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Community Development in Highland County. And we will be your hosts for the Southern Ohio Farm Show. Good morning and welcome to the Southern Ohio Farm Show. Today is August 19th, 2020. For this week's episode, we have an update on the weather with Aaron Wilson. We have an overview of some corn yields in Brown County with James Morris. And Gigi Neal will be discussing some antique machinery. But first, we'll start with the weather. Dr. Wilson, what's in store for us next?
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Southern Ohio Farm Show weather update. I'm Aaron Wilson, and this is brought to you by the State Climate Office of Ohio and the Department of Extension at The Ohio State University. So by now, I'm sure you've heard about the derecho that occurred last Monday. This is a long-lived line of thunderstorms that causes straight-line wind damage. We had unofficial reports up to 130 miles per hour in terms of wind gusts across Illinois. A lot of damage. 14 million acres of corn and soybean damage with $6 billion in liability losses alone in just Iowa. And of course, devastation continued into Illinois, parts of Indiana before that system died out in Northwest Ohio. Did bring a little bit of rain to the western areas, not so much here in Southern Ohio. Over the last 7 days, temperatures have been a bit above average, a degree or two across our southern counties in Ohio. We can say the same for the last 30 days, anywhere from a degree or two, maybe 2 or 3 as we head towards south central areas of Ohio. Over the last week, we've seen some beneficial rainfall for many of our counties here in Southern Ohio. It's really helped alleviate some of those moderate drought conditions or abnormally dry conditions that we've seen. Precipitation's been a bit above average across Highland, say Pike, Ross County areas, but a little farther south along the river, down around Scioto and Lawrence County, a bit below average over the last 7 days. Now, over the last 30 days, again, we've seen some improvements in our dry conditions. We're running above average in terms of rainfall over the last 30 days. Many areas picking up 5 to 6 inches of rain during that period. Now, the forecast this week, today, beautiful, beautiful weather out there. We're under the influence of high pressure. Warm days, but cool mornings, cool nights in the 50s with highs, in the upper 70s to low 80s today, tomorrow, and even into Friday. We'll start to feel a little bit more moisture around on Friday. Humidity will be up as we head into the weekend, and we'll get some showers and thunderstorms popping up around the area as well. So this is the forecast for our southern area. Again, beautiful, beautiful conditions over the next couple of days. Increased humidity for the weekend and scattered thunderstorms. We're not looking at any widespread heavy rainfall, but we know how these storms work. We can get locally heavy rainfall anytime we have a thunderstorm. Looking out to the 8 to 14 day outlook, this takes us through the end of August, looking at slightly higher probability of warmer than average temperatures with slightly elevated probability of above average precip. I think things will be pretty close to average, highs in the low to mid 80s, overnight lows in the low to mid 60s, with about 9/10 of an inch of rain per week. So you can always find some more information through Facebook, Twitter. My email is there as well. Until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Aaron. You may have heard that the Farm Science Review will be a virtual show this year. Think of this as an opportunity to learn new things in the agricultural industry through modern technology and digital means. One of our new partnerships that we're working on is a collaboration with the Ohio Country Journal, where we will have extension educators across the state calculating yields in their various counties that they work. James Morris is going to provide us with one of these updates with a couple of different corn yields in Brown County. James, how are the yields in your part of the world?
Hi, I'm James Morris with the Ohio State University Extension in Brown County. We're here in southern Brown County, just south of Georgetown, and we're here visiting a cornfield that was planted on about May 14th, and we've had a chance to go out and do some yield calculations and a population count. We're estimating it to be around 32,000 plants per acre in 30-inch rows here. So this field here was pretty clean, no weed problems, and really no disease and insect problems. We had a little bit of nitrogen deficiency in some areas, but nothing major to be concerned about. So we pulled a few ears off of the plants out here, and we had an average of 16 rows around, and we had an average of 38 kernels long. Yeah. And we're over here looking at them, and you can see if you take a look here, We did have some silk feeding out in the field, not a whole lot, but most of it here we had some tipped back. We did have about 3 to 4 inches in both June and July here in Brown County, but we did have a really dry spell during pollination, as you can see here. Had a little bit of an impact on these ears, but we're probably close to the dough stage, later into the dough stage. And again, we estimated this yield bushel to be about 229 bushels per acre. And here today I'm in a field in northern Brown County, just north of Mount Orb, and we've had a chance to do some scouting in this cornfield, and really it looks great. There's no signs of any disease or insect pressure at all. It was very clean of weeds, so not a whole lot of competition with anything that Mother Nature can throw at it. We do expect it to be right about 32,000 plants per acre in this field, and just by a quick look at some of the pollinating, it's pollinated great. So we've had some dry weather here and there in June and July, but we've had enough rain here to keep it going and had a great pollination. We had an average of 17 rows around the cob, and we also had an average of 43 kernels long. So with that given the information at about 32,000 plants per acre, we expect this to yield somewhere around 275 bushels per acre.
Thank you, James. We look forward to more information about the yields in Brown County throughout the rest of the growing season. Next, we'll have Gigi Neal, who's going to discuss antique farm machinery.
Welcome to the 50th anniversary of the Ohio Valley Antique Machinery Show. And today I'll be walking around showing you some of the different activities and events that they have been going on for the past 50 years that show our history of agriculture across the country. So we have sites from this year's tractor series, which is the John Deere, and then we'll have a variety pack of other equipment that's here also, as well as some steam shovels, some operating grist mills, block making. They also do shingles, so a whole different gamut of things that I'll show you as we go through today's episode. Block making is here. We just left the grist mill and a small engine, steam engine. Somebody's been into remodeling bicycles, lots of them this year. What's known as the small engine section. We have a train track. As you can see, is actively working with their small town and their circus community. with their kids hanging out watching. This is a great spot for kids to hang out, and it's in the shade. One of the favorite stops is the homemade ice cream booth made by Manning's. What's the flavors today, guys?
Blackberry and strawberry.
Blackberry and strawberry.
I'm usually on the Ohio Valley one.
John Deere is the feature tractor this year for the 50th anniversary. We also have these big steam engines that later on this weekend, Friday and Saturdays evenings, they usually do what's called a spark show at dusk. And if you've never seen that, you need to come out and see it on Friday or Saturday night next year, of course, because that'll be 2021. Crusher. Older vehicles. Of course, coal to keep these guys moving, along with the wood. And then here we have our where they cut veneer and planks. And then just for some good old fun, usually on Saturday afternoon, they have a tractor pull, and nothing is for money, it's just for fun. No competition. The only competition is friendly competition. We're getting ready for parade time, so several of them are getting their tractors ready to go. We're getting started. This is the wheat thresher. I do a demonstration on this once a day. I missed it this afternoon. One of the steam engines that I had on here earlier, they hook up to this really long belt, and that is what operates it. $75.20. baling the straw now. It's always an evening activity once it cools off. The old general store.
That's it right there, $10 for
Yeah, these are this year's, those are old.
Older.
Kids. Yeah.
Porch of the old school. Oh, I'm sorry, the old house. This is the house. We'll go to the school here in a minute. Loft upstairs, up there. Fire pit, cooking area, wash area, and the bathhouse. The old school with the bell. Have the blacksmith shop.
I was gonna be impressed. Well, I can get it done.
Just may not be finished.
No guarantees as to the quality, which is the case anyway.
I think I got the rules.
Right. How you doing?
Doing good.
Wayne will have to set the RPM. I don't know where the governor's at.
Thanks, Gigi. We appreciate the information and we'll be sure to mark our calendars for next year so that we can plan to attend. For those of you who are interested in gardening and volunteering in your community, consider becoming a Master Gardener volunteer. In the next few weeks, we will be offering a virtual training opportunity for those of you who are interested in this. And here is a little bit more information. If you are interested in becoming a Master Gardener, please contact your Extension office for more information. For those of you who are back to school this week, we hope that your first few days of school are going great. We'll see you all next week for another new show, and in the meantime, have a safe week and stay healthy.